Hello, Spin Snaker here with another figure review. Today we have got playing on your YouTube Marvel Legends Infinite Series Guardians of the Galaxy Groot Wave Marvel's Nova Boom, baby! What do we think of this guy? Now, I'm not going to go into any spoilers about the movie. Like I said, I really enjoyed that movie. I only really had one gripe with that movie, and that would have to be the Nova Corps. I found them disappointing, and that's all I'm saying. I'm not going to go into any details about that. But what do we think of the Nova character? Don't know much about this from the comics. I haven't actually read any of the Nova comics, but I do think it's pretty cool in the Ultimate Spider-Man cartoon, and it seems like a pretty decent and cool character. What do we think of this figure? Honestly, it's pretty cool. I do like it. I love the choices they've used on it, but at the same time, I really despise some other choices. For those of you who are regular viewers of my channel, you will recognize this guy as I got him in a trade with Nolan McCool. Nolan's become a pretty good friend of mine. We've been talking loads and we've been having some great communication. Unfortunately, he had a bit of a problem with my Robocop I got from him. Not his fault at all. He's a very decent guy and his channel is good fun and he's got some custom works on there. So check him out. I'll leave a link in the description down below. So again, Nolan, thanks a lot for this guy, bud. Much appreciated. You were helping me to complete my Groot Wave, which took forever. What do we think of the figure? It's okay, it's pretty good. If you've got a Bucky cap, then you know what you're getting into. I'll do a slight comparison with them in a bit. Nova here only comes with one accessory, and it is the Groot right arm. So that you've seen all of my Groot parts now. So, bye-bye. I'll be showing you this in my review of Groot. Let's take a closer look at this figure. Okay, so what do we think of this guy having a closer look at him? He has this really great metallic blue look to the figure. It's a metallic blue plastic used throughout the entire figure pretty much, and it gives it a nice extra shim to it. It also has a marble effect in it, which they have been using for their plastics lately. If I show you that there. And it adds a nice extra effect to the figure. Now, there's quite a few new parts on here we've not seen before. Yet at the same time we also have some reused parts, but not as many as you might think. The reused parts we have is from the hips to the knee, the biceps, sorry, the shoulders to the elbow. That is it. These are brand new wrists, brand new boots. Okay, the boots as well, the feet, and I think the hands. Do you know what? I don't know if this was the first figure to use these fists, because I know they come with the new Cyclops, but I don't know if any other figure has used them. Can't think. But brand new head, brand new torso, brand new feet, and brand new hands. So really cool that they've, or rather brand new wrists. Let's say forearms. So it's really cool that they've done that. But you also get shoulder pads and a belt and all these like spiky bits. Now all of these, as you can see, are a soft plastic so you don't hurt yourself. Even his helmet is a soft plastic. Don't know why they did that though. They could have easily made that hard. It does kind of make the gold on his uniform a bit inconsistent. While the shoulder pads and the pec bits are painted gold and they look pretty nice, to be honest. I kind of prefer that. The wrist parts, the boot parts, the belt, and you know what, let's just put it side by side. Yeah, I'd probably say as much as even the helmet is made out of the same plastic. They should have tried to, I think they should have actually continued this. It wouldn't have been difficult to put the same plastic over the chest and even on these parts. These, unfortunately, are maybe the worst part about the figure. They're on a hinge like that, so you can work with them in articulation, but they're ugly and they never go flat down, so you always have this little bit here sticking out, and I think that is horrible. I've seen a couple reviews where they've basically just cut this off, and attached it there. And to be honest, that would probably work fine. I don't know why Marvel, or Hasbro rather, has decided to do this. One of the things I noticed straight off the bat from this guy, let me bring out my good friend Bucky Cap. The shoulders are a lot more prominent and noticeable on this figure than that one. They stick out a bit further. And as I said, the chest is completely different. So this has this kind of cool armor look to it, where he just has like tank top or whatever you want to call it, not tank top, spandex. But he is definitely based off of this guy. Bye bye. So the detail on him is actually really nice, and there's a lot gone in here. There's some paint on the back, the pecs, and these little things. That's about it paint wise. Oh, I guess there's like a little bit on his wrist there, and a gold strip going down his leg. Forgot about that. But the rest of it is all just moulded plastic. Okay, tell a lie, and paint on his eyes. But yeah, the rest of it is moulded plastic. I mentioned the shoulders already. So it's cool, and it's done a pretty good effect, and it's kept it pretty decent. Size comparison time. Nova stands to the top of his helmet, 6 inches exactly. Star-Lord, Gamora, Drax, Rocket, Groot, and Cosmic Iron Man. Few usual suspects: Bucky Cap, Spider-Girl, and Hyperion. Okay, so for articulation, as you saw, the head is on a ball peg, and you can rotate it around 360 degrees. It does go up that far and down that far, and you get a bit of a pivot and a bit of a chicken neck. This is a softer rubber, so be careful of that, you will tear it, and like I said earlier, this is soft rubber as well. These are on hinges, like I said, so they can go up to there, and they help with the arm rotation. So the shoulders are on borders, so they can go around 360 degrees, but you're going to have to come out and around that shoulder pad. They can go out, that's sharp, that far, and they have a rotation at the bicep 360 degrees. There is a double bend in the elbow, and then a wrist rotation, and it can go from there to there. This is soft, so you shouldn't have any problem with that. Okay, he has an ab crunch, and I think it's weird. The way it's sculpted, it looks like this part here wants to touch there, but it will not go. It goes that far back. So that's a shame to me. It just won't. You can force it, but it just kind of like pops back. So you kind of always have this like little bit sticking out, and I don't like that. I wish it would just go. On the front, you can go forward that much, so that's pretty decent. He has a waist rotation, 360 degrees, but you are going to have to work with these little spikes here. So you are going to bend them, as you see, when you go around, so bear that in mind. T-cut hips, so he has a Spartan of that, and a split kick of that. Upper thigh rotation, 360 degrees. Double bend in the knee of that. No boot rotation whatsoever, and there's an ankle point from there to there, and then the ankle pivot. Again, you're going to have to work with this. It is a soft rubber, but you put it in a long pose long enough, and that will warp. So pivot from there to there. All in all, you can get them into some pretty decent positions, some very dramatic ones. A lot of people have complained about the shoulder pads on this figure, because the fundamental fact is Nova is a flying character, but you cannot get his arms to go straight up without it looking weird and awkward. You can do that, but that looks weird. You can go in front of it, but then they're kind of just hovering there, and that looks weird. So the only way you can really make him look anywhere decent is if you keep his arms down to the side. So that's a big complaint that a lot of people have had. Personally, I would have liked to seen a Nova released from the actual movie. But I know the fans have been crying for a new Nova since they got that one in the... I never got him. I can't even think what wave it was. Was it Nemesis? Is that what that character's name was called? I think it was a Nemesis wave. But yeah, that figure was just terrible, and no one really liked it. So fans have been crying for a replacement for that figure, and they finally got one. So would I recommend this figure? Honestly, yeah, to be honest, it's a pretty decent figure regardless of the few problems with the shoulder pads. And it would be a very fairly easy fix to just attach them to the shoulders, but you just would have to be careful for that. I might even show you how to do that because I have a custom idea for this guy which I'll be using him for. So I'm not even going to keep him as this Nova. So I would definitely still recommend him. That, and you get your other Groot bit. So that's always a bonus. Anyway guys, that's my review. Thank you for watching. I hope you have enjoyed this video. If you have, please drop me a like down below. Please add any comments you'd like to add about this figure. I'd love to hear from you. I'd love to know your opinion on what you think of this guy. And also what you thought about them in the movie. If you'd like to contact me directly, please contact me via my Facebook. The link is in the description down below. And thanks a lot for watching guys. Keep collecting. Please subscribe and I'll catch you on my next one. The final one, which is Groot. Bye bye.